story of the Soviet Union begins in 1917, when the Bolshevik Party, led by Vladimir Lenin, seized power in Russia in a violent revolution. The new government quickly began implementing a program of radical social and economic change, including the nationalization of industry, the abolition of private property, and the establishment of a planned economy. In 1922, the Soviet Union was officially formed, bringing together the former Russian Empire and several neighboring countries. Under the leadership of Lenin and later Joseph Stalin, the Soviet Union underwent rapid industrialization and modernization, transforming from a largely agrarian society to an industrial powerhouse. However, this transformation came at a high cost, including the forced collectivization of agriculture, which led to widespread famine and the deaths of millions of people. Stalin's brutal rule was characterized by purges, show trials, and forced labor camps known as gulags. Many intellectuals, artists, and political dissidents were targeted and either executed or sent to the gulags, leading to a culture of fear and repression. During World War II, the Soviet Union fought alongside the Allies against Nazi Germany, and played a crucial role in the defeat of Hitler's forces. However, the war took a heavy toll on the Soviet Union, with an estimated 27 million people killed. After the war, the Soviet Union emerged as a superpower, competing with the United States for global dominance in what became known as the Cold War. The two countries engaged in a decades-long arms race and competed for influence around the world, with the Soviet Union supporting communist governments and revolutionary movements in countries such as Cuba, Vietnam, and Angola. Despite its status as a superpower, the Soviet Union faced numerous economic and political challenges in the second half of the 20th century. The planned economy struggled to keep pace with technological advancements, and the country was plagued by shortages of consumer goods and basic necessities. Additionally, the Soviet Union's political system was marked by corruption, inefficiency, and a lack of transparency. In the late 1980s, Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev implemented a series of reforms aimed at modernizing the Soviet Union and improving its relations with the West. These reforms, known as perestroika and glasnost, allowed for greater political openness and economic freedom, but also exposed the deep-seated problems within the Soviet system. In 1991, a group of hardline communists attempted a coup against Gorbachev, but their efforts were ultimately unsuccessful. The coup attempt further weakened the Soviet government and paved the way for the eventual collapse of the Soviet Union. On December 26, 1991, the Soviet Union was officially dissolved, marking the end of one of the most powerful and influential countries in modern history. The collapse of the Soviet Union had far-reaching implications, both domestically and internationally, and ushered in a new era of global politics and economics.